Hello, Rams fans, and welcome to the Week 5 edition of the Rams Pre-Match Report. The Rams are the #1 USL PDL team in the Northeast after a successful 2-game road trip, and they will head home for the first time since May as they take on Seacoast United.
What a start for the Rams. Through 5 matches, Real Boston's 4 victories matches their total from last year. The startup club from a year ago has progressed into a PDL powerhouse.
I think it's a more professional environment, and since it's our second year, having a bigger name and attracting more players and a lot better players, and I think everything's just been a lot more professional, and it's been good. Just the club's growing in the right way.
Despite their success, Real Boston's scoring touch is still a bit behind. Only one match has ended with a margin of more than 1 goal. Coach Hobie Hare addressed that this week, pushing his players to find different ways to put the ball across the goal line.
I think that we just need to be a little more confident in our abilities to take on players. We need to take risks still. We need to get shots on target and hit them with confidence and know that they're going to go in.
The Rams have a tough stretch of matches on their hands, playing 3 in the next 8 days. They will have to continue their momentum to stay tops in the Northeast.
Now here's my conversation with Rams head coach Hobie Hare, who is going to be coaching from the top of the table for the first time this season. All right, Coach, you've got the best PDL team right now in the Northeast. You've not allowed the most goals, but you've only scored 8. What are you going to do to try to fix that problem?
Well, I think tonight's session. Look, we've been in the right spots. We just haven't finished, and I think at any level, anywhere around the world, I think it's definitely a rhythm thing. And we're training. These guys are working hard. They're like I said, they're putting themselves in the right spots to finish and be strong, and complete games and maybe get a couple more goals. It's going to come. There's no doubt about it. The kids are too talented not to. So, but on the other end of it, I really got to give guys the credit. They're defending, and they're defending well as a group and a team. And whenever you can keep clean sheets or keep yourself close into games and squeaking by games, whether it's 1-0 or 2-1. I think you got to give your hats off to the kids because they are working really hard.
Now, as a coach, when you go up 1-0 and it gets later into the game, at what point do you say, let's hold back and try to keep the result rather than going for that extra goal? Does that happen, or are you trying to push them forward?
I think there are a lot of coaches who might take that approach. That's not ever something I want to do, certainly not in the PDL season. This whole thing's about development. These kids have to learn, right? And you can say, well, there's another development side of it, so learn how to defend a 1-0 lead. That they do that enough in their colleges and other places. This is all about going for it. So for us, and we're strong enough defensively, I'm not worried about that. We're always looking to add that next piece and that next goal for the guys. So I never, ever, I always encourage them to go forward, be brave and go for it. They have nothing to lose. This is what this whole thing's about. These guys have to learn how to finish games off, not just sit back and hope and pray it goes their way.
Now, this is an underrated stretch of your schedule. You've got 3 matches in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How are you going to manage the players at this point in the season?
Well, I think at this point it's tough too because it's actually a good time for it because you got a lot of guys who came out of the gate, right? We had a back-to-back weekend. We've had a lot of guys play a lot of minutes, and we have a good, we've got a good bench too. So our we'll call your B team, whatever, has played a lot as well. So our group has done really, really well overall. Now it's just managing injuries over kind of a nice stretch of having 3 games over the next couple of weeks, which it gives us a break, and it gives the guys the opportunity to really recover. And I think that's the most important part of it. You have to be very careful with kids of this age playing too many games, certainly back-to-back. They're too old for that.
The Rams match this weekend against the Seacoast United Phantom is going to be on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Quincy, Massachusetts. Be sure to go to bostonrams.com to get your tickets today. Also, be sure to check out our Real Boston Rams Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Real Boston Rams. Tom Quinlan and Mike Agostino is going to have the call on Saturday if you can't make it to the game, so be sure to check out youtube.com/Real Boston Rams for our stream of the match. For all of us at the Rams, I'm Davis VanOpdorp. Thanks for watching.